Hi, I'm Emily, and in this Tapestry video tutorial, I'm going to talk you through how to add staff members individually to your account. If you want to do this in bulk, do check out our other video on this, which is linked in the description box below. In order to add staff to your account, you will need to be a manager, so if you aren't one, do make sure you share this video with them. Before we get started, I'm just going to quickly explain the 3 different staff types that there are on Tapestry. The first is managers. Now managers can do everything on a Tapestry account, and they have access to the control panel, which is where they can adjust settings for your account and also add staff, children or relatives. The next type is full members of staff. So they're set up with an email address and password, meaning they can log into Tapestry from any device wherever they are. But everything that they can see and do can be controlled by a manager on the account through the user permissions. Finally, there's PIN-only members of staff. Now they aren't set up with an email address and password, they're only set up with their name and a 4-digit PIN. This means that in order for them to be able to log in, a manager or full member of staff must log in to a device first and then switch user. Just like with full members of staff, everything that PIN-only members of staff can see and do on an account can be controlled by a manager through the user permissions. So now that we've covered the different staff types, let's look at how we add them. To do this, you just need to go to the control panel, which you can access by clicking on your name in the top right-hand corner and then selecting Control Panel. Once you're on the control panel, just go and select Manage Staff from the left-hand side menu. To add a member of staff individually, you just need to click on the Add Staff Member button at the top. On this page, you can add a profile picture for the member of staff, and then you need to select their staff type. So out of the 3 that I explained earlier, PIN-only, full accounts, or managers. I'm going to choose staff full account, and when I do this you'll notice that an extra field comes up on the screen, and this is so that I can input their email address. Once you've chosen the staff type, you then need to put in their first name, last name, and if they're a full member of staff or manager, their email address. So I'll just do this now. Once you've inputted their name and email address if you need to, you'll then see that there is a section called Activation. So this is where you can choose how staff activate their account. The default option is to send them an email activation link. In this email, there'll be a link which they need to click, and from there they can set up their own password and PIN to log in with. So that's probably the easiest option for you. But if we click on the drop down, you'll see that the other options available are to manually enter a password for them or to not activate them yet. You might want to choose that last option if you're adding a staff member before they've actually joined you, so you're not ready for them to start using the account. If you choose to send staff an email activation link, then they'll remain in the status activating until they click on that link and set up a password to log in with. Once they do that, they'll then change to active members of staff. If you manually input a password for a staff member, they'll become active straight away. Finally, if you don't activate them yet, they'll remain not activated until you choose how to activate them. So either sending them the email or manually entering a password for them. I'm just going to leave it as the default to send the activation email. At the bottom, you'll see there's also the option to assign any key children to staff. To do that, just click on the drop down, select a child's name, and there you'll see that they'll then be linked. Once you've finished, just remember to press save. Once you press save, you'll be taken back to the Manage Staff page, and at the top you can see the confirmation that that member of staff has been added. So if we just scroll down, we can see this member of staff is now in the list. And as I chose to send the email activation link to them, they're activating. Like I said earlier, once they click on the link in the email and set up a password to log in with, they'll then change to active, like we can see with this member of staff above. Looking at the user Emily Thompson, we can see here that she's not activated. So that can either happen if you add the staff member but don't activate them yet, or if a staff member doesn't follow the link in the activation email within 30 days, they'll change from activating to not activated, and you'll need to either resend the email to them, which you can do just by clicking on the cog button and selecting the activate option, or you can also set up a password for them, which again you can do by clicking on that activate option that I'm hovering over now. So once you've added staff to your account, you may want to add profile pictures for them at a later point. To do that, scroll up the page, and here you can click on the update profile pictures button. Once you've added all the staff to your account, you may just want to have a quick look at the user permissions to check that you're happy with everything that staff can see and do on your account. To do that, you just need to click on the user permissions button. I'm not going to cover that in this tutorial, but in the description box linked below, you'll find a link to our video on how to set up staff user permissions as well. So that's how to add staff members individually to Tapestry, the different staff types that there are available, and also how to activate them. I hope you found this video helpful.